Obviously, at Mayfield, as we've all talked about in the past, how the kids can bring in their emotions from the playground. They're not really dealing with situations properly, and we see a loss of productivity in teaching time, where I often have to be called out and that sort of thing. So the Kids Matter framework in part 2 is all about the social and emotional learning that we can develop in the children, which we are all really aware here at Mayfield East. A lot of the kids don't have. They don't have that resilience. They don't have that persistence. They don't have those cooperative skills. So component 2, after the first component, which was all about building the community, which we do quite well here. We have quite a lot of dialogue between the community and quite a lot of events. So the second part's all about us social and emotional learning, and I think this is where we're falling down a little bit at the moment. It's all about a whole school approach. At the moment, we've got that surface level program of the social skills, which we talk about on the morning assembly. And if you actually look at the research into social and emotional learning, if you develop it through the whole school and develop those competencies effectively through explicit teaching, which at the moment a little discussion on assembly is not really doing a huge amount of explicit teaching. I'm thinking if we can start to embed those skills into the classroom, practice them each day, transfer that knowledge into the students and hopefully onto the playground, and have a dialogue with family at home, we should be able to sort of deepen our programs. And if you actually look at the statistics, you can actually develop a 11% increase in educational outcomes just simply by developing those social and emotional learning. So having a look at it, social and emotional learning is the integral to mental health, well-being and educational outcomes. Social and emotional skills are influenced by many factors and can be taught using a whole school approach, which is I think where we're falling down a little bit, and that's where I think we need to move on and develop the lessons in our classrooms. We need to know how social and emotional learning occurs in our school and what needs to be developed. And I think there's a little slide, I'm just looking at my notes as we flick through. Oh, I've gone past it maybe. Here it is there. So they've developed our positive school culture through the different activities such as the meet and greet with the Aboriginal PLPs and getting the community in. But if we can embed this social and emotional learning, so I was talking about, you can have an 11% improvement in academic achievement just by getting the kids on task.